Welcome back to the Crypto Power Hour, the number one crypto show on Rumble, of course, powered by our friends over at Solum Global with your host, George Ballantine, myself, Lance Migliaccio, known as the Crypto Bros. And this is your ultimate deep dive into everything crypto, blockchain, and decentralized finance. I don't care whether you're a seasoned investor or a newbie just stepping into the world of digital assets for the very first time. We're going to bring you expert insights, top interviews, exciting new projects, breaking news, and game-changing innovation shaping the future of digital assets. Because on this show, in crypto, we trust. George B., you survived Snowmageddon.
I did. Yep.
A lot of ice breaking, a lot of shoveling.
Well, you know what? On Sunday, I went out and cleaned 3 times because you don't want to do it all at once. It's too much. But then, after that, when the ice started coming, and I waited till the next day, and it was, I just waited till the afternoon until the sun came out or the temperature warmed up a little bit to break it up. Because I hear people in the morning chop it, chop. I'm like, oh no, I ain't doing that. So,
yeah,
but it's
probably a good strategy. Sounds like a good strategy.
Doing the Monday cleaning was more work than the 3 cleanings together.
Mm.
A lot heavier.
Yeah,
I had to break it up, scoop it up, and then break in pieces and with snowblower. What is what it is.
The good news is, right?
I'm healthy and I'm alive, and I woke up this morning.
That's good news, but also you have another storm. You have another storm coming your way. They say there's another big one heading towards George. So far, I just saw it on the news. I grabbed it for our Big Mig show, but I had to break the news to you on here because I felt like you might not know yet, which clearly you didn't. It's supposed to be another monster storm. I don't know what they mean by it. I haven't seen the numbers yet. I don't know. It's moving up the coast in your direction as we speak. Yeah, it's weird. They showed some kind of air coming in from the coast and another air coming in from somewhere else, but they're saying it's going to be another biggie, even though most people don't even have their power back.
Weekend nor'easters, East Coast snow chance, and this weekend. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't get the timeline on it. I grabbed it just for the other show because I wanted to tease you about it. But all right, because this is what this show is all about. We love our crypto. But you know what else we love, baby? We love our gold and silver. I'm smiling because a lot of you listen to us here on our other show. We've always had a gold and silver sponsor, Genesis Gold Group. Hopefully you guys listened. Hopefully we even caught it here because when we started talking about gold and silver, we even mentioned it on this show. I think it was probably $40 an ounce or something we started. And it's kicking ass, 109, 110. It's, and gold, 5,100 plus. Big stuff. Of course, this is the guys at Genesis Gold Group's invention. It's the Prepper Bar, 62.2 grams of either silver or gold. Comes with an assay report. And I don't care whether you're buying these for, economic uncertainty, diversification, or asset protection from inflation, or even just economic turmoil. Having some gold and silver on hand is the perfect solution. Always be diversified. Always have some gold and silver because in case your credit cards aren't working, and with $39 trillion in debt, still no solution to pay down our debt. Of course, what does that mean? You never know if the U.S. dollar is going to be worth what it's supposed to be. This baby's very thin. This one's in a plastic case, fits right in your wallet. You can see when I tilt it, 3 different denominations, which is fantastic because what are you going to do? Going to carry a 1-ounce coin around with some tin snips, cut off a little piece if you need to make a payment? You don't have to do it with the Prepper Bar. You just snap off that small piece. These babies are mined and minted in the great US of A. So no counterfeit gold and silver coming out of Genesis Gold Group. And you do have to worry about that because as the prices go up, more counterfeit, more fraud, you name it, coming out of China, coming out of India. Head over to thebigmigbar.com. That's right, thebigmigbar.com. All caps Prepper, P-R-E-P-P-R, all caps P-R-E, 2 P's in the middle, P-P-E-R. That'll get you 10% off on the silver, 5% off on the gold. Thebigmigbar.com, or you can use that QR code. George makes it easy. You take a snapshot, but don't go there now. You don't want to leave the number one crypto show on Rumble, baby. Stay right here, but you can go there afterwards. He's going to make it easy for you.
Break me off a piece of that Prepper Bar.
I got to tell you, I got a big glass of energy drink here for you, George.
Oh, God. I can't. Not today.
Yep. Energy drink. Got the coffee here. I'm double stacking. I would be 2-fisting if I was a drinker.
I'm going to have to put you on timeout, man, or something. I don't know. All right, man. Lead the way. You can do the show. I'll just sit back.
You're not going to get away with it. It's not that easy, George. There is no escape on the Crypto Power Hour. Not for you, not for the audience. We're here to stay for the next hour.
Oh,
We
yeah.
appreciate you.
That's right.
By the way,
I'm the only one of the two that knows how to do all the production stuff. So if I was the I understand that. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
wah, wah, wah. World's smallest violin. World's smallest violin. I'm playing it for you, George. Here it is.
Shots fired.
Okay, so at the end of the day, here we are, Crypto Power. No education piece today. Too much crazy news. And I'm going to say it. George told you so. We talked about this over and over and over again. Now, this story isn't just a big story. You have to read between the lines. Crypto heist bombshell, 40 plus million, more likely 90 million, by the way, stolen from Uncle Sam by like a 20-year-old kid. Now, I want you to pay attention to this story very closely. We've got a lot of details, but here's the crucial part. George, what did you tell everybody about the strategic reserve? What did you say when Donald Trump came out with the strategic reserve? He came out with that topic right during all the Doge fraud coming out. And I can't remember if we were on this show, we were on a regular show.
We were on
and you were
shows.
Like, hold on a minute with that strategic reserve.
It was on all the shows, and unfortunately,
the first time you said it.
I know. I hate knowing things in advance. Don't ask me how. I'm not going to tell you. But yeah, I said, well, who's going to be watching, making sure nobody dips into this crypto seizures and take a little here, take a little there. I mean, how do we know? How does anybody know? And guess what? It fucking happened. I knew it. I'm right.
And it's aggravating. A lot of people online, they're not so upset about this kid jacking 40 to 90 million in crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I don't even know what other tokens. So I heard about the Bitcoin and Ethereum so far. The story, they are trying to keep it quiet. U.S. Marshal seems to be, mum's the word, throw away the key. See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. And maybe you guys won't find out about it, but you will if you're watching the Crypto Power Hour. But George, you nailed it. So here's this is a jaw-dropping crypto scandal, and it's definitely rocking the blockchain world. This is a young hacker, but he wasn't really a hacker. He was somebody's kid, and he basically pilfered millions from U.S. government seized wallets, all while his dad was tasked with protecting them. So did you put a picture up of the kid yet? Did you throw it up yet? Take a look at this kid. I can't hate the players, man. Hate the game, bro. Hate the game.
Listen, I'm more upset with the government for allowing this to happen. All right. I mean, why do you have? This is crazy. Listen, the kid took a shot. God bless him. I might have did the same thing. I'll be honest with you.
I got to be honest.
I might have.
Now, I got to point out that the meme coin community wasted no time. Immediately came on the Solana chain, came out with the lick, because this kid's nickname online was Lick, I guess. Because I guess he was making licks, but of course he was making licks by jacking his own family. But throw up that next frame, George. It's already got liquidity. The market's already growing. I don't know when it's going to get rug pulled or when the market's going to change.
Oh, they made a meme coin out from
immediately, George. like the story came out and it was out.
Yeah. Well, listen, beware. Just like he stole the crypto from the government, and whoever made this meme coin is going to get whatever it is, and it's going to be rug pulled.
All right. So this kid, John Lick Dagita, son of CMDSS CEO Dean Dagita, was unmasked by renowned blockchain investigator Zach Exhibit. That goes Zach XBT. So I grabbed some of the stuff from Zach's. If you don't follow him over on X, I'd recommend it. He really does do some great journalism. And so I guess after bragging about his ill-gotten gains in a telegram banned for banned. So I guess it was a wealth flexing showdown, January 22nd, 2026, which was really a huge mistake on his part because this guy, John, started to track back where the money came from. So it looks like John allegedly, at least in the wallets that he showed, doesn't mean he doesn't have others, because he does have a lot of wallets because he's already started moving the money around. siphoned off 40 million in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum from U.S. government seizure addresses tied to the 2016 Bitfinex hack. Thefts occurred in November and December 2025, with funds traced via on-chain analysis to wallets he controlled. Now, he had insider access. I guess.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean,
We're laughing, guys, because at the end of the day, I don't know if this was crypto that was supposed to be returned to people, but again, if it was stolen in 2016, why didn't the government already return it to the people it was stolen from? So I don't know what's going on with that.
Maybe after every hearing, court proceeding, and everything.
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know either. But Bitfinex, that case is well over. I don't even think they caught a lot of the people, to be honest. I don't know who got caught and who didn't. But so anyway, CMDSS is his father's company. It's a Virginia-based IT firm. It secured U.S. Marshal Services contract in October of 24, and they were supposed to handle the custody, management, and liquidation of seized digital assets. Now, does that mean that the U.S. Marshals was going to liquidate this particular pool of crypto? I don't know, but it seems to infer that in the story. And George, my comment is, why the frick is freaking U.S. Marshals liquidating any Bitcoin and Ethereum? I thought all the seized assets were going in the strategic reserve. Can anyone explain that to me?
Maybe. I have a theory. So if this is from the Bitfinex hack, so maybe all the people that lost their money, maybe they're going to get it back.
Maybe.
That's the only logical answer I can think of.
I hope you're right. I hope it was because they were going to take care of people who lost money.
I'm right on this one. I said a theory.
Yeah. Yeah, but you would think the U.S. Marshals would come out and made a statement because it's pretty confusing. Donald Trump, I have questions. I got questions. Were they going to sell this shit and just keep the money over at U.S. Marshals, buy some more vests and buy some more equipment like they do? That's what happens as seized assets get liquidated. All the agencies involved get a cut, and then they don't have to really say what they're going to use the money for. They can use it for all kinds of crap. But his father won this contract, and somehow the kid gained access.
Are we sure the father's not in on this?
Well, I don't know yet. So far, no. These are all allegations, too. So we don't know that his father's involved or not involved.
I need to get him in a room with the lamp.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I think what we need to do is they should give us access to all the crypto wallets they have, and then George and I can do the audit. We can do it from there. We can do the it's gone. We can do the audit from Mallorca on the beach. George and I on the beach.
No, they got extradition there. So Lance,
no, I know I'm being funny.
I know. So let me go.
We wouldn't need a non-extradition country, though. You are right about that.
His father was a PMP CSM ITIL expert.
I guess.
Do we know what that means, real quick?
Yeah. Okay. Those are security designations, that he's a trained security specialist in tech.
Oh, time out.
Doesn't seem like those degrees are helping him very much.
I was just going to say, what kind of security do you have where you got hacked by your own son?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what kind of security measures did you put in place where your son figured it out, allegedly? Or maybe he's seen something that the father written down. Seriously.
Now,
what did he use? Did he use his son's name as a password and birth date or something? Really?
Know.
I mean, how stupid can you be?
Seed phrases, the 12-word seed phrase was his kid's name 12 times. CoinDesk had some of the details, but I couldn't find anything on the contract, just this one page talking about how this company beat out another company and that the other company probably should have won because it had more experience with doing this, but I'm sure it's because they gave him a good deal. And then they also had this other page that I can show you. So there's one page of information from CoinDesk, and then there's one page from the agreement he had. Couldn't find the full agreement. I tried.
What are we
thinking it might have.
Oh, this?
Yeah. You can just
from CoinDesk.
That's CoinDesk talking about the agreement.
Sorry.
And then right after that, George, it seems like that's the thing showing that he was awarded the contract. So,
how much was the contract? Do we know?
I don't know. I couldn't find the amount. I don't know.
I mean, you got to think if the father is not in on this and he's just, he was just screwed over by his son. I do feel bad for the dad because now the dad himself, the company, it's in ruins.
Yeah, no doubt. And
meanwhile,
if they find out he had any negligence, they could criminally charge him.
Anyway,
Depends on the intent. All right. Now, this kid starts flexing online, right? He's flexing. We're going to go over some of his flexes. I picked up some of the information, but it backfired, right? So he got into this heated Telegram argument with another cyber criminal, a guy named Dritan Kaplani Jr. So this kid starts screen sharing his Exodus wallet, and he's moving millions in real time to prove that that he actually controls the wallets. And of course, that move was captured in recordings, which of course sealed his exposure, because then this guy, Exhibit, starts searching to find out where the money came from, what wallets it was transferred from. So the trolling continues even after that reveal. Now, I'm sure the guy was screen recording because he was hoping this kid would make a mistake and somehow he could find out something that he wasn't supposed to show, right? So John sent this a guy, just to even prove it anymore, $1,900 in Ethereum from a flagged wallet on January 26. So of course the investigator is going to send it back. So the investigator is putting stuff up, and this kid, just to be a smartass, decides to dust one of his accounts, the investigator, with like $1,900 to try to make him like a co-conspirator and just screw with him. Now, this is a snapshot of what his account, you could see his aliases down there. He had a bunch of different accounts he ran under where he could post and I guess talk crap. And then he starts posting up wallets.
Where's this at, this account?
This is over at, let me give you the name here. Exodus. This is Exodus.
Oh, it's not X, right? It's Exodus?
No, Exodus.
And he just has all them accounts? Like, why are you going to have all those accounts and out yourself?
I guess there was different chat room. I don't know exactly. I'm not sure why you would do that, but he does. Maybe because he knew he was going to start. He was trying to follow what the Chinese and the Koreans do. I don't know. So he starts flashing wallets. He shows one with 2.3 million, 86 million in it. Then he cracks another one with 7,629,000 in it. 7,629,000.
Yeah,
so right there, there's like 10 million. And he shows some other wallets, but I wasn't going to bore the audience with that. So then he basically, like I said, so John Lick sent this guy, $1,900 with Ethereum of the stolen government funds to his public wallet address. That's the Zach XPT, because he saw what Zach was doing. Zach's starting to put a lot of information out. And so you can see the snapshot there where Zach's talking about how he dusted his wallet to try to make him look like somehow he was involved. And a kid just throwing money around. Here's 1,900, bro. 1,900. Let me just dust your wallet.
Wherever you're at, we want to bring you on a show, but you need to send something to our wallets. You can send it right here to the Rumble wallet. That's fine.
That's it. Rumble
to authenticate who you are, and then we'll bring you on the show. You can maybe tell your side of the story if you want.
Yeah. We're going to need like 20 Bitcoin now. All right. So here he is. Now, this guy, Exhibit's starting to show the entire history. He's showing the transactions. This kid clearly knows what he's doing. And he starts showing all the details of what's Ethereum balance. He's got like, 36 million in Ethereum. If you look down there at that Etherscan wallet, there it is right there. So kid's sitting on it. Now, here's what happens. So this battle, so this is a Telegram battle, and the guy's screen capturing it all. And he's showing the Dritan this 105 Bitcoin and other stuff, trying to show off. And Dritan's just egging him on. So John, however, starts to screen share his Exodus wallet. And he shows the Tron address that I showed you a minute ago with the 2.3. Here's the video capture of that.
Oh, you want the video now?
I got to tell you, this evidence is really going to hurt him with the feds. It's all mapped out here. All because of his ego getting involved, George. Yeah, play the clip.
Can I ask a question before we play the clip?
Yeah.
What was the contest? What did you win?
Giving the feds a cookie cutter case on all of his guilt.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, there's a Telegram contest.
Well, the kid's obviously, from what I can tell, he was kind of a dweeb. And then he got this money. Well, I think he was like a nerdy wannabe hacker. I'm not saying he didn't do some hacking. He just didn't have a reputation on the boards as that. A lot of people picked on him from what one of the guys said. He wasn't really one of the people till he started flashing all this cash he'd gotten a hold of.
All right. I just want to let the kid know if he's watching this show.
Yeah.
You're upset because people didn't think you were that great of a hacker. Well, just because you hacked your dad's doesn't mean you're that great of a hacker. I just want to say that. If you hack something else where it's not a relative and something big, okay, then I'll give you credibility, but not right now. I'm going to do a video. You want?
Yeah, let's go. So this is him having this battle with this guy, and he's starting to show off. And I'm sure the guy was screen capturing because he was hoping that somehow he'd leave his seed phrase up on the screen or something, and this other hacker was going to go in there and snatch it. That's why he's egging the guy on, and that's what happens online. They want to egg you on. You try to be an idiot. A lot of younger guys with money that don't know how to handle it. And of course, here's one of them.
Or it could be an undercover trying to work.
You never know if it was. In this case, it wasn't, but that's a good point, George.
Yep. Go ahead.
So, no audio with this, but here's these guys going back.
So what am I supposed to be doing? Hello?
You can see he's going to start showing.
Is this
stuff.
supposed to be like an honest reaction?
And again, not so exciting if you're on Spotify or Apple, but this is like it's basically a screen of the Exodus wallet system. There's a bunch of people in the chat watching this battle go on.
Like, let me just add someone else so we can both laugh at
each other. And so, of course, in this recording, Dritton continues to mock John in the chat, while another 6.7 million worth of Ethereum is moved into the wallet address below. So he's moving stuff around, and of course, now all of a sudden this Tristan Dritton guy has to start eating egg foo yun. The rest of the community starts dude, looks like you got you. Like they're starting to really jump on them with a bunch of comments and crap. But it's true, really, because the kid is showing that he's got the money. He's moving it around. I think they were just all hoping he'd make a mistake.
The Punisher. So now, sure you did.
There's a larger 90+ million in suspected thefts.
I think he's tough.
Some of them was unidentified victims. Nobody really knows. So the safety of the real question here, George, that really I'm just can't.
Wait, no. I'm not gonna lie.
Get my head around is what is the safety of the U.S. government's holdings? We got over 200,000 Bitcoin worth billions. And here's
allegedly, we have 200.
Yeah, allegedly, right. It could be like Fort Knox. We keep hearing about the gold, but nobody wants to show it to us. But let's face it.
Goofy
if
nigga.
This was going back to
ugly
victims, then I don't understand 2017, 2025, 8 years. Okay, whatever. But if it wasn't going back to victims, why did the U.S. Marshal Service even have it? Why did they have to have a contractor to hold on to it? They shouldn't be getting jack shit. That should have been going in the strategic reserve. We're going to need a much more secure system in Washington, D.C. I recommend George Valentine to Lance Migliaccio.
Just let George Valentine handle all the tech and security, Lance.
I'm just saying, if you can let a 20-year-old kid hack, you might as well just give it to George Lance. I promise you, we'll put it to good use. George and I know we'll get new identities, maybe a little plastic surgery. Boom. And we'll live our lives. All right. But this is big, right? So this kid starts balling, George. And what part of the reason he started getting egged on? Oh, yeah, he's balling. This kid's rolling up. I don't know how much he cashed. I don't know what he bought with Bitcoin, but he posts a video. And there was a lot more of them, I guess. Now you can't find them. They're all being pulled down. And he was posting, lifestyles of the rich and famous shit. Okay. He's wearing chrome hearts. He's, balling. Now take a look at this video. Let's play this right here. Pay close attention in the audience. Oh, not that video, George. The one with the watches. That was another of the chat argument. I don't think we need any more of that.
Is there audio with this watch thing?
I don't think so.
Find out.
Yeah, we're gonna play it a second time. Yeah.
Boy.
I'll explain.
You want me to play it again?
I'm gonna have him play it one more time because that went really fast, and then we're gonna tell you how much money you just looked at right there.
I don't know what the boots were.
He's
got two watches on?
Yeah.
I got it on loop.
No, yeah.
I got it on loop, so keep going. It's looping.
Okay, so the kid's balling. He's right. I don't know if he put these. I think he's wearing two watches. All right, that's good. All right, so we're talking about Audemars Piguet. Andrew Tate loves his Audemars Piguet, right? They've got plenty of watches that are like $2 and $3 and $4 million. This particular Artemis Piaget, this is kind of a slouchy one. The first one that has the multicolored stone bezel. Well, George, throw up the price for me, would you? It's the Media 17. We're going to skip one. Yep, 485,000. I found some over 500 grand. So the kid's balling with a $500,000 watch on one hand. Then the watch on the other hand, I didn't pull up the ad because it was like a slouch Audemars Piguet. That's a black one, and it had some gold accents. 150 grand. So the one is 150 on the one wrist. The other's almost 500 and change or whatever, plus his taxes. I'm sure he had to pay tax. I guarantee he didn't buy it used. He bought it brand new. Then the belt buckle. Let's give me the picture of the belt buckle, George. Throw that up here. I had to dig around on this. So that is a Chrome Hearts belt buckle, but that's not how it comes. You have to send it out. So the kid gets it sent out or buys one maybe that had just been done, but they're custom order, specialty only. The first guy that rocked this belt buckle was Playboy Cardi. And I guess the story goes that to get it set up like that, you got to buy the Chrome Hearts belt buckle, which whatever, it doesn't look anything like this. It's silver. I guess this is around 75 grand or so, maybe more. Couldn't find any place selling them. It's custom order only. So this kid's so confident why he's stealing this shit. He's walking in the house, rocking 600 grand worth of watches. His dad doesn't notice. He's rocking the fucking $75,000 to $100,000 belt buckle. I mean, he's rolling. He's got the Chrome Hearts sneakers on. It says if his dad had paid attention for even like 5 minutes, he's been like, uh-oh, there's a problem. That's a $500,000 Audemars Piguet watch. Now, I don't know if the kid was rocking him around the house or not, but he's definitely rocking him online. Dad only had to go check online for like a minute, and he probably would have known something was up. Now we got damage control, right? The story comes out and everything is getting, so John scrambled. He starts changing his usernames. He's removing all his NFT handles, which you saw on there. He dusts Zach Exhibit's wallet with stolen Ethereum, which Zach has already said, I'm going to return it. I don't want any part of this. And CMDSS, what do? His dad's company? They start deleting X accounts, websites, and LinkedIn.
Who started deleting it? The government?
No, the dad starts deleting it.
Oh, that just makes you look complicit. Oh, God.
George, let great minds think alike.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's the dad. He starts deleting stuff. So they delete the X account. They delete the private website. Now it's his private site, but it's a website. They delete the LinkedIn page and other stuff. And
he done up. The father.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not good.
So you're saying the father could potentially have deleted evidence for a criminal investigation? Maybe.
I don't know.
Not maybe.
U.S. Marshal Service Patrick Witt, he's the executive director of the President's Council of Advisors for Digital Assets. And of course, they're now investigating, but might be too slow. Supposedly the kid's on the run. I don't know if he had second passports because he definitely was hip to using the aliases. Here we are, this probe is ramping up. We got 90 million insider Heist, right? Fresh confirmations. We got live stream trades. We got the lick meme coin. We got a kid that's just living the life, man. He's now on the run. I don't know how much cash he's got.
Loca.
I don't know how much cash he's got. But of course, serious, right? Multiple felonies. It's now a viral spectacle. And I don't think it just exposes the family fiasco, right? It's the Swiss cheese security in the Uncle Sam's crypto vaults. I think it's a blistering indictment of the blockchain's lawless frontier for sure. But how about the fact that U.S. Marshal Service hires an independent contractor, clearly didn't check the security closely enough, and here we are, tons of crypto missing. Now, if it's the victim's crypto that's missing, seems like the U.S. government's going to be responsible to replace it. But if it wasn't the victim's crypto and it was the government's crypto, meaning they seized it from criminals, not because it had to be returned to victims, well, then what the hell is it doing over at the U.S. Marshals, even a private contractor? Shouldn't it have been? My question is, George, is there any process in place to move seized assets into our strategic holding, or is it just la, 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 it's magic, Never believe it's not so. I mean, do we even know how it's going, bro?
We do because we did a show on this, Lance, and I remember specifically because we were like, "What the hell?" So let's say the DEA seizes crypto,
okay,
from from a drug bust, whatever it could be.
From Lance M. They seized
no
Lance
M. Lance M. Don't do that. Just whatever, Joe Schmo. All right, that crypto is going to stay with the DEA in their accounts until everything's over. And then the issue was, when does it get sent over to the right agency, or does it get sent over? That's where there was we didn't know. So that I remember that specifically.
Okay, but here's my question. You're the crypto czar, George Ballantine crypto czar. And you know that the Border Patrol, DEA, ATF, FBI are seizing crypto in different criminal investigations. We've seen it online when they make a big bust. And they go, "Oh, we grabbed a bunch of crypto." Like, we know that they grabbed crypto in Maduro. We don't know how much. We don't know everywhere the crypto went. We know they grabbed crypto.
We don't know if some crypto went in some other people's wallets. We just don't know.
So here's my question. Is there a system in place, and should there be a system in place if it doesn't exist, where immediately when crypto is seized by these different agencies and departments, because I don't trust any of them, are they notifying the crypto czar, George Ballantine, that they actually secured crypto in this new criminal investigation? Or do they just kind of, "Oh, wait, we're not going to say anything yet because the case isn't over yet, but we got it over here. We got some." But nobody knows how much. Nobody knows where it's going. And what's to stop anybody from getting that seed address, seed phrase, and maybe a couple of biddies, a couple of Satoshis, a couple of Ethereum, just walk out the door? Because that's what this kid did. He saw an opportunity. He sees it. I can't hate him. I have to be honest. I think it's a complete disaster. And it tells you that these agencies, U.S. Marshal Service, the rest of them, none of it's being managed correctly because nobody's supervising these guys. They're all running their own organizations. They're all like the mob. It's like one's Genovese, another one's the Colombo crime family, Gambinos. They're all running their own operations, and nobody really knows what they're doing because we don't know. There's no online open reporting. You tell me, George. I think
I got it. So you just said before that they should hire Lance and George. Well, let me take everybody through it. Lance, I'm going to single shot. So what should be in place, the government needs is a federal crypto department that handles crypto. So you don't need to make contracts with outside companies. They should have inside their own federal employees doing this. Number one. Number two, any crypto seizures should go in a cold storage wallet, in a safe, in Faraday bags, just to protect it. Now, if there's any point where some crypto has to be returned where it was in a seizure, okay, fine. If it's a court case, I need a judge's signed order on how much crypto. Then I need it from the agency, whatever, who's seized it, whatever. If it's DA, FBI, I need their director to sign it. And I'm going to go one step further. Not the president. He's too busy. Somebody else higher up.
Wait a minute.
DNI.
No, it's Marco Rubio. He handles every other job.
He's busy,
Just
man.
give him another job. Marco Rubio signs off.
And there can be no auto pen shit for none of this. It has to be authentic signature. Wait, hold on, Lance. I'm going security measures here.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I'm thinking Marco Rubio. We just gave him another job.
And I need it to be notarized.
Yeah.
No, seriously. That's what they need to do, stuff like that, because
I'm with you.
How many times has we all know that NSA's been hacked, CIA's been hacked, FBI's been hacked. What else has been hacked? A government employee email's been hacked.
Turns out the president's emails and phone calls were hacked by China. We just found out about that. It looks like they got a hold of a lot of details too. That came out in the news today. So yeah, George, I agree with you. I agree with you. I think it's ridiculous. I think we're in a situation where it's ridiculous what's going on. And I'm concerned, actually. I'm concerned because we've got the strategic reserve. And if you think North Korea
allegedly.
Else, yeah, allegedly is right.
I'm putting second thoughts. Just like we have the Federal Reserve, our gold, which there's no gold there because they never want to show it to us. They undervalue it. They value gold. Check this out. At $40 an ounce. The price right now is like $5,100 and change. But the Federal Reserve values the gold that allegedly we have there at $40.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with this picture.
Yeah. Got it. You know what?
Not undertaking crypto seizures, supposed to all go into whatever, a treasury or a fund, but we don't really know exactly how much. We don't know who's holding it. Who's in charge of this? Don't tell me guys like this. What happens to another guy contract and he's got a son or daughter's? Yeah,
they just got a good idea. I mean, the kid's balling. $600,000 of their watches, multi-$1,000 sneakers.
They need to make it so even if, let's say, somebody, another security measure, because I'm thinking, right? You know how, like, sometimes checks you need both signatures on it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's do for crypto when they're got to give some back or move. It needs 2 logins from 2 separate people. Mm-hmm. Where they both have to put their credentials in.
No, I have another idea since they don't seem to be securing anything.
And if they start doing this, I'm going to demand that I get a consulting fee.
Yeah. Here's the deal. They can go ahead and give me all of the Bitcoin the U.S. government has right now. I'll just steal it right now. And the reason I'm saying that, because if they're just going to let other people steal it, they might as well let me steal it. And that way they don't have to have all this security. Just give me the 200,000 Bitcoin and I'll just roll along and that's it. And you guys just do whatever you're going to do. Keep stealing through USAID and all the other trash you do. That's it. All right. Well, it's an ugly story, but we got more. This is not the end, of course. The Crypto Power Hour, powered by Solum Global. We're going to be right back with George Ballantine, myself, Lance Miliaccio. George and I are now the crypto czars, the czars of crypto security, overseen by Marco Rubio, the Crypto Bros. We'll be right back here. Stay tuned. Take the live link on the break. Share it far and wide. Help us grow the show. And of course, hit that follow button. Comment. Get in the chat. Enjoy it. Come and join us.
Lance.
Come one of us. Yes.
I got to add something to your little thing. We want to get Marco Rubio on the show, but Marco Rubio's going to look like, damn, he wants to give me another job. I ain't coming on. We'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go nowhere. No kidding.
Are you ready to stand up for your community and support your local sheriff? Join the Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association and become a vital member of the Sheriff's Citizens Posse. At CSPOA.org, we empower citizens like you through weekly webinars, arming you with the knowledge to back your constitutional county sheriff. Together, we can uphold our Constitution and ensure liberty and justice for all. Your community needs you now more than ever. Visit CSPOA.org and join the Sheriff's Citizens Posse today. Make a difference. Stand for freedom. That's CSPOA.org. Your country, your fight, your future.
What if you could predict your financial future? And what if you could trade on it? Introducing Block Trust IRA, the future in your hands. An astonishing 88,000 millionaires were created last year from the Bitcoin boom, and you could be next. Block Trust IRA is the only crypto management firm powered by AI-driven strategies, ranked #1 in the world by Bitcoin Magazine. The Block Trust IRA platform is built for everyone, from first-time buyers to seasoned investors. Predictive AI technology that was once only reserved for insiders and elites is now available to you. It's time to leave the old buy and hold strategies behind. Your assets are protected with military-grade security, offline cold storage, and $200 million in insurance. Visit BlockTrustIRA.com to book your free consultation and ask how to claim up to $2,500 in deposit bonuses today. Bitcoin changed the game. AI changes the strategy.
Hi folks, I'm here today to introduce you to the Prepper Bar from PrepperBar.com, the most unique precious metals product we have seen in a long time. These 62-gram bars are perforated and easily broken down into your choice of 3 different sizes to fit a multitude of needs. Whether it be from asset protection from inflation, economic turmoil, or its unique utility for barter and trade, the Prepper Bar makes a perfect gift for all the precious metal lovers out there. Exclusively made here in the USA and selling out fast. Available in both gold and silver, these slim Prepper Bars fit neatly in your wallet, and their utility enables use in any situation.
forged through rigorous training and honed by the finest instructors on Earth. These canine units serve beside our nation's warriors as they fight to preserve what we cherish. When these warriors complete their duty, the Warrior Dog Foundation provides them with a home deserving of the service they've given us all. At our state-of-the-art kennels, they receive rehabilitation and care suitable for heroes, because that's what they are. Be a part of giving them a future today. Visit warriordogfoundation.org.
All right, welcome back to the Crypto Power Hour, powered by Solum Global. Here we host Lance Migliaccio. Yours truly, George Ballantine. We got the Crypto Mafia in the chat, Crypto Armies. Listen, if you're out there listening or watching, if you can join the chat, fine. If you're at work and you can't, don't get in trouble, because we had actually one of our viewers from yesterday morning show was watching our show at work, and we were playing some song, and she was dancing, and her boss started looking at her laughing. Her boss supports her. She's like, you can listen to the show while you're working. It's all right. All good. But I thought it was funny. But, listen.
Busted.
Yeah, busted in a good way. All right, let me give a shout out to our sponsor. Because Lance and I had the perfect first solution for the people that can't watch our crypto 24/7. And that's why we're here to tell you about BlockTrustIRA.com. They're bringing access to cryptocurrency wealth to everyday people. Their exclusive Animus AI trading platform works 24/7, analyzing market data and executing advanced crypto strategies that go far beyond buy and hold. This sophisticated technology was once reserved only for Wall Street insiders, but now it's available to you. And it's no surprise this system was named #1 crypto technology platform by Bitcoin Magazine out of more than 1,500 global competitors. And clients, they're already seeing over 250% returns on their investments, all military-grade security, and up to $200 million insurance. Your wealth is fully protected. So don't wait. No. Visit BigMintCrypto.com today and see how you could join this financial revolution that's finally giving everyday Americans access to the crypto opportunity of a lifetime. Once again, visit BigMintCrypto.com today, and you can get up to $2,500 of free crypto. I got the QR code right here. Take a screenshot, save it to your photo files, but do it later, because we got more amazing news.
Who doesn't like free crypto? I know that kid liked free crypto because he didn't have to suffer for it. Just snatched it.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to know something? A kid like that. Let me just say something.
Yeah.
If you would have just if somebody knew him like on Telegram and would have backed him up on Telegram, gave him positive reinforcement and got his 6, I bet you that mofo would have thrown you some crypto to your wallet, just for, because he had no one backing him up. No one to
the thing is,
hold his hand.
I have to say, you can't be insecure and kind of a weirdo if you're going to steal tens of millions of dollars in crypto from the U.S. government, going online, flashing watches, putting the wallets up with the addresses and going back and forth and showing all your aliases. That was a bonehead move.
Well, they're tracking those addresses right now. And
I mean,
first of all,
yeah,
I wouldn't think he would have it. He would have it. Yeah, he wouldn't have it. He would have it on a cold storage wallet or something.
I would hope that he's moved it to the cold storage, but he had it online in all those wallets. And, I don't know. Again, we don't know the exact number. They said 40. But it could be as much as 90 because there's 90 missing. So right now, I don't think they want to admit that they lost almost $100 million in crypto to a 20-year-old kid, but they did. But listen, there's lots of dirty money out there.
Listen, kid, you better
Venezuela.
You better change the color of your hair. Sorry, Lance.
It's a big story, bro. Venezuela.
It is, man. 1 billion of dirty money empire exposed. Venezuela mastermind caught laundering through, once again, USDT on Tron. He's facing 20 years for U.S. president. This was it's a major crackdown on cryptocurrency-related financial crimes. Lance, you know something? I wonder, did the U.S. seize any of this crypto that this guy had? What are they doing with it? Where is it at? Who's got control of it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did a 20-year-old kid steal it already?
He's a Venezuelan national. His name is Jorge Luis Figuera. He's a 59-year-old Miami resident, a former banking executive, and he was charged, this was January 9th, by the way, 2026, with conspiracy to commit money laundering. This was all unsealed in the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Virginia. Wonder why Virginia, not Florida?
I don't know. I saw that too, and I'm not sure why they did that. But I mean, this was really a sophisticated scheme. He was planning, and he'd already laundered some, and then he was approached to launder more. He used multiple shell companies, U.S. bank accounts, and I guess he was introduced to an undercover FBI confidential source in October of 23. So I assume that some other guy got in trouble, snitched up the chain, brought this guy in to set Figuera up. And he believed Figuera thought he was facilitating the movement of proceeds from counterfeit merchandise sales and narcotics trafficking. But the operation was actually a sting, and that led to his arrest on December 23rd, which we really didn't hear much about it at that time. And they were using Venezuela's cash-heavy economy, U.S. banking vulnerabilities, and of course, the pseudonymous nature of crypto transactions, which, bouncing wallets. So you have to worry about this, right? We've told you stable coins, they're, the use, because they're going much more mainstream. He could get 20 years in prison, but you can see we've got one of his screen captures. This came out of the evidence that was submitted in the case to get the indictment. Now he was boasting that he was already handling transactions for the Venezuelan government, it sounds like, allegedly. And, these, of course, you got to think about stable coins. They're definitely tools for large scale money laundering due to the fact that there's a lot of stability now. They're very fast, and you can really obscure a lot of the origins through rapid wallet transfers across multiple blockchains, paying small gas fees. You move them around. It's a shell game, right? So with the economic condition in Venezuela, you know that they really were a cash society. You've heard about the billions of dollars in Bitcoin that was seized from Maduro. This operation was laundering some of that for Maduro because he was being paid for oil transactions and narcotics in cryptocurrency. A lot of that money got moved around. We don't know how much of it Maduro was able to stash before the U.S. government, hammered him. But man, he had a whole bunch of shell companies, George. Ready Holdings, Unique Finance LLC, Unique Finance Holdings Inc., Lumar Prestige. It sounds like from the Step Brothers. Prestige Worldwide.
I mean, that's the way you got. I mean, that's the way they do it. Like all these companies, not even using cryptos. You have to have all these shell companies.
PMT Sports Management, Falcon Financial, Prestige Worldwide. It was a lot going on in this deal for sure. So confidential source posed as a client dropping off cash in Panama and in the U.S. and participated in test transactions and recorded all the conversations. So that's how they got this guy. So they use cash drops and conversions. So they would take this cash, supposedly coming in from counterfeit goods like branded wallets or drugs, and that would be dropped in Panama. That was charged a 3.5% fee, or the U.S. was a 10% fee to launder through the banks. It was counted and then converted online once it was banked to USDT in Venezuela. So, of course, they could mix dollars from various sources. So Figuera, like an idiot, explained all this in a WhatsApp. Let me say something, man. Anybody that's talking in WhatsApp and Signals and think it's end-to-end encrypted and all this garbage, here it is again. Messages. I'm not saying this guy didn't take screen captures. They can get anything they want. Don't kid yourself. The only way you can probably talk is being butt-ass naked in a steam room that doesn't have any windows or doors. I'm not sure there's another way you can actually have a conversation with somebody that can't be. But anyway, I guess it goes on and on. Lots of money. They tracked all of it. And he was claiming, Figuera claimed this, George. Listen to these numbers. 700 million in monthly laundering. Basically 1 billion in macro wallet transfers. And the FBI has confirmed over 1 billion in 3,379 inflows and 2,774 outflows. So they were sending it to Colombia, Argentina, Spain, Germany, Dubai, and China.
Wait, when they were getting the cash, they were going to Panama to deposit it?
Well, the guy that set him up was testing his system. Of course, he was giving all this information to the feds. So at one point, he took cash to Panama, had Panama, so it would look like he had this international operation for drugs and everything else. And then he did cash in the US. The guy was showing him how he was doing it. I'm sure the FBI wanted it because they wanted to learn, because every one of these operations they learn. But over 1 billion in inflows. So this guy was doing some serious laundering. I don't know if he was working for Maduro's people. Not exactly sure how it was working on that end. But man, I mean, crazy stuff here. Lots of tension, of course, not good attention for Tron or Tether. So, this went largely unnoticed. So big stuff here. Man, there's so many crazy stories going on. So
there's another one, right? What is this crypto slave? What do we?
Yeah,
I didn't see this. So
okay, so this guy thinks
slave.
He's getting hired as a tech person, and they end up snatching him. So let me give you the whole story. So he gets trapped in this Laos hell, which is it's a multi-billion-dollar scam pig butchering operation in Laos. And he barely escaped alive, this guy. So while he's there, he starts getting all the details. He's taking screen captures, everything he can to get all this. So this guy, he's an Indian engineer programmer, and he thinks he's getting this big job. So there's a guy over here that's running this big scam operation in Laos. His name is the Red Bull. So this guy stays under the radar. The guy reached out to journalist Andy Greenberg while still locked inside. So this is the guy that gets snatched up, kidnapped. He reaches out to this journalist. So he starts leaking all this explosive intel to this journalist Greenberg, and how this big pig butchering op rakes in tens of billions by preying on lonely hearts, fake romances, and bogus investments. So all these, all bogus, real human victims on both sides. The suckers losing their savings, and forced workers risking, death to blow the whistle. So they're using forced workers on top of it. They're not paying these guys. They're kidnapping them and forcing them to work in the operation. And if they don't do what they're supposed to do, so it's all about pig butchering, right? So
why? They're not making enough money doing all this scamming?
Like, they don't want to give it. The Red Bull doesn't want to give any of his money away, George. So
wait, I thought Red Bull's the one I got.
No. Red Bull is the guy that runs the pig butchering scammy Laos crime syndicate. Okay.
Wait a minute.
So
I thought the young Indian engineer that was tricked into slavery was called Red Bull.
No, it's not him. So it's all built on human trafficking. So they go into these poor regions, right? Africa and India, and they offer these people fake jobs. Passports are seized once they arrive. And then they have to work 15-hour shifts under these Chinese mafia-controlled lawless zones like the Laos Golden Triangle. They use deep fakes, scripted chats, fake trading apps to hook victims. So you always want to verify platforms. Never send crypto to strangers, no matter how charming. So the global response is super weak. I can tell you the federal agencies waste of freaking time, FBI or otherwise. UK crypto agencies, garbage, all garbage.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Who reached out to the journalist to leak this information and expose it?
The guy that got kidnapped. He decides he's going to try to expose this operation.
So I don't know. I'm so confused. I thought I was reading an article earlier where it's Red Bull.
No, Red Bull. No, it's not him. Red Bull is the guy that runs the whole thing. So he wants to expose all this international, right? But all the agencies, forget all the agencies, all this crypto secure, forget all that. They're full of shit. They don't contact anybody back. I know people that have contacted them, sent them emails, gone through the portals, nothing but freaking crickets. It's just total garbage. They're just telling you, and they're spending money, and don't believe any of this stuff that your own FBI or any of the agencies are investing anybody that's getting their crypto stolen. So the Mohammed Muzahir, AKA the Red Bull. And George, you're right. I made a mistake. You're right. I apologize. So his computer whiz he comes from this conflict-torn village. I did not realize it. That's my fault. And so he lands in Boshang, and they take his passport. So now he's forced into scamming Indian Americans on a brutal night shift with these fines, eating his pay. So they're fining people, right? They're fining people and doing all kinds of stuff. And basically, they're acting like they're going to pay him. They're not paying him. But this is crazy when you start looking at the sophistication of this operation. And that's what this guy exposes in this story. Hang on a minute. I just lost my place there for a minute because Notion shut down for a second there, George.
That's all right.
Yeah. So it's pretty intriguing, right? That they were able to put this whole thing together, and they're running it on free labor, basically slave labor, kidnapped. So he starts. Here's what happens.
I still don't get it. They're making millions upon millions in money, and they won't pay workers. Like, what's wrong?
Yeah. So over months, Red Bull starts sneaking out all these screenshots of victims' pleas, quota spreadsheets, 25 scam script, office videos showing quota flags, hours of WhatsApp recordings turned into 4,200 pages of chat logs, revealing the hierarchies, who's involved, all this stuff. And then he fakes a police letter to beg for a family visit. He gets caught, beaten, starved, drugged, held for 20,000 won ransom, confesses under torture to 2 small scams, $504 and 11,000. He's haunted by guilt. Weeks of violation. They're giving him spoiled food, no bed. Rumors of raids force the compound to relocate. He keeps leaking via his roommates' phones amid chaos. And
wait a minute.
Finally,
hold on, time out. I gotta ask you a question. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Here's people that they kidnapped and kept them slaves to work for them, and they have a cell phone.
I guess they were allowed to have some things. His roommate's got one for whatever reason. He's using that. Well, this is what
these guys ain't running a tight ship.
Yeah, no kidding. So finally, his captors deem him useless and release him, passport in hand, amid raid fares. He borrows cash from family, scams a scammer buddy for more, endures a grueling flight home to India in flip-flops by late July. He meets Greenberg in India, the guy that wrote this article, and he reveals his real name, is working odd jobs while he's job hunting abroad. He's obsessed with exposing scam, and it goes on. But this is crazy, right? Because in the crypto space, you have to be thinking about this stuff. You have to think about the sophistication of these people and what they're doing. But my finger's on the government. Our own government is doing a shitty job in tracking down people's stolen assets. And they could track all the layers of the wallets. They could claw back the money. They're doing a lousy job. And I think it's because the regulation is still wild, wild west. And they don't know what to do. And I don't think they really care. They figure if somebody's stupid enough to have their crypto stolen, tough shit. We're not interested in helping. We don't care. That's my take anyway. So this is not good.
Yeah,
Binance. No. In case you have an account with Binance, I would recommend 149 million passwords were just dumped. 420,000 of them were Binance logins. This is a big deal.
That is bad. It's a very big deal. And listen, if you got a wallet on Binance, you better protect it, change your logins. Matter of fact, I would transfer all that crypto out of here and delete your Binance account.
It's pretty ugly. I mean, now not only was Binance, Gmail accounts stolen, Facebook, Instagram, Netflix, banking portals.
Wait, what does Facebook and that have to do with Binance?
Well, this was a hack that affected all these people.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry.
It's the work of a thing called the info stealer malware. So these were programs that infected phones and computers, phishing, fake apps, you name it. So it silently took the key logs, everything you type, grabbed and saved passwords from browsers, and then beamed it all to these crooks. So a lot of these databases were left wide open.
You know something? You just brought up something, and
yeah.
We always talk about security on this show. This is why I like biometrics, because there is no key logs when you scan your finger or your face to log in.
Yeah, yeah.
And but it's so much safer than because, listen, a parent can put a spy app on a kid's phone. And they can get all their key logs, what they're typing, texting, and everything. So, yeah.
So this is a sample of the material that was stolen. That was what George just had on the screen there. So this is a massive scale exposure, 149 million unique logins and passwords, 96 gigabytes of unsecured databases, no encryption, no password protection, publicly accessible for weeks. So this is ugly stuff here, man. Be aware, pay attention. You don't want your crypto stolen. Because crypto money laundering hit 82 billion in 2025. It's a big number, guys. And with 39% of all U.S. merchants now accepting crypto, PayPal. Going to become more and more mainstream. You got to be more and more careful. This stuff is money. Don't kid yourself. All right, listen, if you like the Crypto Power Hour, take the short form, take the long form, share it far and wide. Catch us here every Wednesday at 7 a.m., every Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard. #1 crypto show on Rumble based on views. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Let your friends and family know this is the hot spot. Good for a few laughs, good for some news, and good for some education, which we normally do an education piece. So find us on social media. Solum Global, X, Crypto Power Hour on X, G Valentine on X, Lance Miliaccio on The Big Mig Show. And if you'd like to sponsor the show, hit us up, Tether. We know you're doing a lot of stuff with Rumble. Come on over, baby. Love to have you as a sponsor on this show. We appreciate what you're doing at Rumble. Of course, if you'd like to tip us in crypto, we're always open to taking Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, you name it, maybe an ISO 20022 token, or just a Rumble rant tip, or even a paid subscription. Lock it in, baby. George, last words.
Have a blessed day. We'll see you at 11 o'clock for the Big Mig Show. Awesome. Later.
Are you ready to stand up for your community and support your local sheriff? Join the Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association and become a vital member of the Sheriff's Citizens Posse. At CSPOA.org, we empower citizens like you through weekly webinars, arming you with the knowledge to back your constitutional county sheriff. Together, we can uphold our Constitution and ensure liberty and justice for all. Your community needs you now more than ever. Visit CSPOA.org and join the Sheriff's Citizens Posse today. Make a difference. Stand for freedom. That's CSPOA.org. Your country, your fight, your future.
What if you could predict your financial future? And what if you could trade on it? Introducing Block Trust IRA, the future in your hands. An astonishing 88,000 millionaires were created last year from the Bitcoin boom, and you could be next. Block Trust IRA is the only crypto management firm powered by AI-driven strategies, ranked #1 in the world by Bitcoin Magazine. The Block Trust IRA platform is built for everyone, from first-time buyers to seasoned investors. Predictive AI technology that was once only reserved for insiders and elites is now available to you. It's time to leave the old buy and hold strategies behind. Your assets are protected with military-grade security, offline cold storage, and $200 million in insurance. Visit BlockTrustIRA.com to book your free consultation and ask how to claim up to $2,500 in deposit bonuses today. Bitcoin changed the game. AI changes the strategy.
Hi folks, I'm here today to introduce you to the Prepper Bar from PrepperBar.com, the most unique precious metals product we have seen in a long time. These 62-gram bars are perforated and easily broken down into your choice of 3 different sizes to fit a multitude of needs. Whether it be from asset protection from inflation, economic turmoil, or its unique utility for barter and trade, the Prepper Bar makes a perfect gift for all the precious metal lovers out there. Exclusively made here in the USA and selling out fast. Available in both gold and silver, these slim Prepper Bars fit neatly in your wallet, and their utility enables use in any situation.
Forged through rigorous training and honed by the finest instructors on Earth, these K9 units serve beside our nation's warriors as they fight to preserve what we cherish. When these warriors complete their duty, the Warrior Dog Foundation provides them with a home deserving of the service they've given us all. At our state-of-the-art kennels, they receive rehabilitation and care suitable for heroes, because that's what they are. Be a part of giving them a future today. Visit WarriorDogFoundation.org.